Welcome to the Empowered Podcast with Deanna Merlino, an all-encompassing personal development show where I will be sharing with you just how to transform yourself into the best version of you, both inside and out. From wellness, entrepreneurship, spirituality, and manifestation, I'll be showing you exactly how to live your best life. I will be keeping it as real and raw as it gets. So get ready to peel back the layers and really transform yourself under the surface. Because nothing is better than finding your purpose and living this life as your true, authentic self. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, Empowered Fam. I hope you're having an amazing day. And last week, I was able to get together with the beautiful, incredible, inspiring Savannah Fidel. She's been on the podcast before, and she came back and we talked all about somatic healing, what it is, how to utilize it, trauma, what trauma really is, why you need to get rid of it, and how you have trauma even if you think you don't have trauma. Sorry to burst your bubble. And that we created the most fun, amazing, just releasing, activating class for women called Soul Twerk to just move it all out and come home to yourself and just come back to life and find confidence and really get to express your true feminine qualities. And it was amazing. If you are hearing this, the class already happened. It was on Saturday, June 3rd. If you missed it, do not worry because it is recorded and you can still purchase it, which I will drop the link in the show notes because it's something that you need to experience. And also don't worry because we are going to be offering it once a month as well. So if you were not able to attend it in person this time, you're going to want to attend it. So jumping into today's episode, we are talking all about, honestly, I thought this was going to be an episode for business owners, but the more I think about it, it's for everyone. It is for anyone who is busy. It is anyone who has a life. It is for anyone who has all the things to do, which is pretty much all of us. So I am sharing this story because I came across such a simple and easy tool that truly is a game changer for me. And I just wanted to talk about it because there are always ways for us to simplify our lives and make existing easier and making sustainability easier, success easier. And I'm all about that, right? I am in the middle of installing funnels and behind the scenes automation and really stepping up into putting things in place so that I can start scaling because I am truly at my max with what I can do on my own. I have all the things that I want and need to offer to you all now, and now it's just a matter of growing it. So one thing that I wanted to talk about, because currently my husband is on a golf trip with friends. He's gone. I'm home alone, and I am just in flow, being able to do things on my own timeline. Me and Christopher are just crushing it, loving life. And I'm able to get a lot done right now. The baby's down. And so I was like, let me get ahead of some of the stuff that I have coming up this week. Because on Thursday of this week, I have a Reiki student ceremony. And at this point, I have over 160 students in over 30 countries around the world. So I'm really busy with this process, and y'all already know all the things that I do. I'm still working, I'm momming, I'm wifing, I'm still personal training. I have my personal training app. I'm running the rental of properties. I'm putting on retreats and organizing them. Now we have people booking the space for their own retreats. I'm creating courses. I'm improving my courses, doing all of the things, right? So any place that I can save myself time is so important. So I was sitting there and I was like, let me get the students' certificates done early. And I don't know if I'm just behind, which could totally be possible, or if I'm just noticing, like if this is a new option in my email service. But as I was getting ready to send out her email for just letting her know that her ceremony time has been accepted, getting out her prep as to what to expect for her Reiki student ceremony, and I noticed a little button that says schedule send. And I will say the last couple times I sent an email, I did notice it, but it didn't click for me until I was actually sitting down to get work done and thinking like, what all can I do to prepare for Thursday? Because on Thursday, we are getting all of the windows in our home replaced. So Thursday is going to be a chaotic day with the dogs and the baby, and Russ will just be getting home. And so a lot to juggle that day. And if you know anything about Reiki, I need to be in a quiet and clear headspace to connect, especially because this student is somewhere in like China. I don't know. She said she's in Indo-China time zone. So I need to focus to be able to connect. So I noticed that you can schedule send. So what I ended up doing was I created her certificates. I set them for after her ceremony is done. And I got her post-ceremony self-care write up done and prepared. All that I need to add is like the messages and what I noticed during her actual session when I'm healing her, things that come up. For example, her throat chakra is blocked, or I noticed some wounding in her heart and some things to take care of that, for example. So that part is not preset. And then I preset all of the additional follow-up information that I do. So she is literally good to go golden for her ceremony on Thursday. All I need to do is do her 30-minute session. And normally it ends up taking me like an hour and a half to do all of that stuff. So what I also did, because I'm to a point where like, of course, I want to give my solo attention to every student as they deserve and as they get. It's also impossible for me to keep handwriting the same email over and over, a similar email over and over for like, okay, your ceremony is scheduled. Okay, here's a 15-minute reminder that your ceremony is coming up. Here's your post-aftercare. And then here's another email with your certificates and how you can stay into my world, because best believe I am plugging anyone who purchases anything from me into the other things that I have in my world, because we know I have a ton to offer. That's kind of my advice, is look at where can you save yourself time as a business owner, as a busy mom, as someone who is a busy student, someone who is busy in the corporate world. Like, we are all busy. We all have stuff to do. We have lives to continue on throughout all the stuff that we have to do, right? Where can you save yourself some time? This schedule now option for my emails is a game changer. And the fact that I'm now going to be using a template for all of my emails, that all I have to change for my students is their name, student ceremony time, and obviously, again, the information and feedback that I get from their energetic session, that will always be personalized. I will never not do that. I also have experienced, or I've seen in the online community when people are teaching Reiki, and I do get it. The lady that I learned from has over 50,000 reviews on her course, and she's had like 150,000 students. Like, I can't fathom what life is going to be like when I get to that point. So of course you have to have automated systems in place to cater to that. But what I've noticed is that they'll do like 1 day a week group student ceremonies. So like 100 students being attuned. Does that work? Yes, I fully understand energy and how energy does not exist in time nor space, and that if the intention is set, then it is done and it will work. I get that. But for me personally, I truly care about giving every one of my clients, every soul that comes into my life, my space, my business, my containers, giving them personal solo catered attention. And so I will always make sure that at bare minimum, which is a lot, bare minimum is a lot, we'll always have a one-on-one session where I tune in just to them and I can look at just their energy body and know exactly what's going on. So yes, again, if you're a business owner, like, make sure you're setting up things where you can still have a connection, because at the end of the day, that is what students are in your world for. That is why you have clients, because they love you. They want your attention and your energy. At the same time, do not leak energy, and set up boundaries and set up automations. This is going to make it so that you can scale. And if you're not in business, again, this is just a really good example for you to look at, okay, where can I set some stuff in place? Where can I set some automations in place? Where can I set some boundaries in place where it's going to make me be able to function better as a wife, a parent, a partner, a friend, a child, a coworker, all the things, right? So hey, maybe the schedule now option and emails will work for you. If not, whatever business you're in, whatever role you're in, whatever place you're in life right now, just take a moment to look at and reflect, how can I make my life a little easier? What can I take off my plate? And like I have said before, there are things that you can hire out for other people where they're in their genius, when if you were forcing doing it because you feel like you need to do all the things, or maybe you can't invest in that right now, the only person you're hurting is yourself, because it's not your genius. And it would be better done and better fulfilled by someone who does love that and does want the opportunity and wants to help you. So there's always ways to make things easier. So that's all I have to share about today. I love you all so much. I want to keep this one short and sweet, like for real this time. Yeah, if you haven't listened to that last episode or you didn't get our Soul Twerk class, definitely get the recording. If you haven't jumped into my online healing membership as yet, do that as well. Actually, Savannah is going to be our workshop facilitator this month. She's also going to be hosting this month's sound bath. So if you loved her and you loved the last episode and you want to be in her world too, now is the time to do that. So I love you all. Have the best day, the best week, and I will see you next time right here on the podcast, wherever you're streaming from. Thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode. If you want to find out more, you can follow me on Instagram at Empowered with Deanna and my personal page, Fit Deanna Lolita. You can also visit me on my website, which is deannamerlinofit.com. Make sure that whatever platform you guys are listening on, please rate and subscribe. And this means so much to me. It's going to help get me out there to help so many other people. I'm so grateful that you're here with me on this journey of wellness and self-empowerment. I cannot promise that it will always be easy, but I do know that it will always be worth it. Stick with me, and together, let's start living as the version of us that we were meant to be. Because the world is waiting for your gifts, and you deserve to live the life of your wildest dreams and beyond. So friends, let's get empowered.